Hi everyone, Peter Lisiaga here, Master Instructor of Donato Karate Center in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. I hope you guys are doing great today. I know it's noontime. My son just finished his first day back at school. Technically, everything went pretty good, okay, and he had to get up early. So I was thinking that a lot of people who are not early risers have to get up early now. And so I figured I'd come on here and just talk about mastering the art of getting up early. And I have mastered the art of getting up early. And I'll tell you, let me just share a couple of things with you. Some of you might know this, okay? Some of you might know that I am an actor, all right? That I've done many years acting. And so a couple of things that I've done were I've done a lot of work as an actor. Started acting when, as a performing artist. I started doing that probably in 1986, even before that. But when I became a professional, 1986 is when I became a professional performing artist, an actor, a dancer. And two of the biggest projects that I've done in my career so far, okay, is one was a $120 million project. The other one was like a $30 million project. One was on film, the other one was on stage. And you'll see these pictures here. The $30 million project was Starlight Express, Andrew Lloyd Webber's Starlight Express. I don't know how many remember that. It's still going on in Germany. Of course, like the rest of us, they have stopped performing until this COVID thing is over. But this project, this show that I did was on roller skates. It was singing, and it was a lot involved. It was a $30 million show. And I did it for like 6 years, traveled around the world with it, Canada, United States. I lived out in Europe doing it. And so it was a very exciting project. However, going through as an actor, going through doing this, rehearsals and everything like that, I had to get up early. I remember I was rehearsing in New York City. We were rehearsing, in like downtown, on Broadway, one of the theaters there, and one in Germany. We did in Germany, but I had to get up early. It was an early rise because the call time was like at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Not so bad. But when I was rehearsing it in New York, I lived about an hour outside of New York, half hour outside of New York, so I had to get up a little bit earlier. So it's still not so bad. I had to get up to be at the theater at 9 o'clock. I had to leave my home by 8 o'clock. So that means I typically would get up between 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so that's what it's not so bad, right? Okay, but when I went into the movies, when I did this big movie, $120 million movie called Last Airbender, and I know some of you out there, have what you have to say about this movie. M. Night directed this movie and helped write it with the people who did Last Airbender. But anyways, this is a huge project. Whole bunch of martial arts. Some of you martial artists out there might have even done it. Okay, I was chosen, amongst all these martial artists. M. Night had picked me along with 5 other martial artists we started off as background action performers, and then he took us, and I was one of the guys that got put into, with working with the stunt crew. And so it turned only supposed to work with them a couple of weeks. I ended up working for almost 4 months on this movie, which was a huge surprise. At the time, I was full-time teaching martial arts at Donato Karate Center. No one knew I was an actor. And all of a sudden, my wife submitted me. She saw this notice for martial arts actors for this new movie M. Night was doing. And she set in my picture and resume. They called me, and before you know it, I was doing the movie. However, let's get back to my point, this art of getting up early. The movie, if you want to be an actor, this is the truth. The truth is, it is hard work. If you're going to be in the movies, your call time sometimes it's like crazy o'clock in the morning, because in this movie, I had to have makeup on, everything like that, ready to shoot the first scene. Sometimes it would start at first shot was at maybe 10. But there was one time I had to be on location. And if you remember the movie, there's part of the movie where we're out in the fields, and there's the earthbender. And the earthbender uses his earth-bending magical skills, and you're not allowed to do that because Fire Nation, which I was, Fire Nation, that was against the law for anyone to use their their skills. So we saw them, this earthbender, use their skills. So I arrested him. It was in the field, but to shoot on that location, we had to be on location at 5 o'clock in the morning. Now the location was 2 hours from Philadelphia. So that means I had to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I had to get to Philadelphia at the location so I can get on a bus with the other talent, and that we were driven out to the location of the shooting for this scene. And we were there probably 3 days, 4 days. So I had to get up. That was the earliest I had to get up for this movie. It's like between 2:30 and 3 o'clock in the morning. And I had to shoot all day long. I filmed all day till about 5 or 6 o'clock. And then we had to go back to travel 2 hours back to Philadelphia to get, so I can then get in my car to get back home. And sometimes I didn't get home till 9, 10 o'clock at night, knowing I had to get up the next day between 2:30 and 3 o'clock in the morning. So it was crazy getting up. So needless to say, I had to master the art of getting up in the morning. Okay, so that's as an actor. And so I know many of you guys will probably argue with me on this about the reasons to get up early. I believe everyone should get up in the morning, but I keep good company. Okay, there's a lot of people that I highly respect, and I keep good company with them. And this is one of those guys, The Rock. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. If you don't know who he is, this is a superstar. And his movies, whether you like his movies or not, they're just blockbuster movies. He's done amazing things in his career. He's just one of these superstars in the world, known all over the world. But he agrees with me. He gets up early. Why? Because as an actor, he has to be on location. This man accomplished more in one day. He will say he is the hardest worker in the gym, because he goes to the gym. If he has a shoot, if he has to be on set, on the movie set at 5 o'clock, he is in the gym at 3 o'clock, regardless. And so he agrees getting up in the morning is important. There's a bunch of people I would have in my group. If you were to argue with me, that's my team you would argue with. Okay, so here's a couple of reasons why I like to get up, and this is what they say also the same thing. My team, The Rock and Jocko Willink, and all these guys that would agree with me, be my team, agree with getting up in the morning is a must. You must get up in the morning. You must. Okay, whether you want to or not, you got to. Okay, anyway, the reason why I get up, because first of all, I like to be awake when I meet my first person or have my first meeting. I need to be awake, and I need to be alert, and I need to be ready for action. And I want to be ready because I want to be prepared for the enemy. Now, who's the enemy? The enemy could be distractions, upsets, other people's attitudes, things that don't go my way, or anything that would disrupt my flow, that would try to distract me, take my focus on where I want to go. That's the enemy. Okay, so I need to be prepared to confront the enemy in the morning, awake, alert, and ready for the enemy. And then in the morning, I like getting up in the morning. There's very few distractions. In my household, no one's awake. I get up at 4:30 in the morning. I do that every day. I've been doing that for several years now. And I love it. It's quiet. I have my time. And that's when I really get everything ready so that I can move forward in my day, equipped, ready, alert, and ready to be productive. That increases my productivity. When I have everything set out, planned out, I know what I'm going to do. This is me time, where I can prepare my mind, prepare my emotions, my spirit, and my body. That's where I do my training on all areas, mentally, physically, emotionally, and psychologically. And I find that getting up in the morning, I have more energy in the course of the day. I'm more confident. I have a positive outlook because I prepare my mind for it. I'm awake, alert, and ready. And then I have time. I take time to review my goals, and I review what I have to do for the day, and I review the why. What's my motivating factor and what I need to get done in the day? I have the time in the morning to do it. I write it in my journal, and I do everything goes in my journal, and I review everything. I have that time to do it. It's the most amazing thing for me to do. And so when you meet me in the morning, I'm awake, I'm alert, and I am ready to serve you. So my one-on-one accountability training clients, or my life mastery students that I'm working with, it doesn't matter what time they need me, they could call me. They know that if they need to meet me 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm there. I'm awake. I'm already awake, like at least 2 hours awake. Okay, and so that's the benefits. And all my team, like The Rock, that's my team. Those are my people that are sitting at my black belt strong success round table. Like if I was King Arthur and have people sitting at my round table, I call my black belt strong round table. The Rock is right there. Jocko Willink is there. Maybe Tony Robbins is there. All Dean Graziosi is there. All these people will be there at my black belt strong round table, and they would all agree, get up early. Maybe one or two, but the rest of them, the majority of them, will stand with me on this. Okay, and so you want to make sure that you see the importance of getting up early. And guess what? Hey, kids, our kids have to get up early, ready or not. Get up early. They need to get up early to be successful in what they need to accomplish. Okay, so here's a couple of things you need to master. You need to channel the Yoda in you, or at least have Yoda, little Yoda on your shoulder, all these little masters on your shoulder. A couple of things you need to master. First of all, you need to go to bed early. Master the ability, get to bed early. And I have tactics that I use that if you want to know what I do to make sure I get to bed early, you might say, well, I'm not tired. Who cares? Get to bed early. Okay. And I guarantee this, if you get up early, you'll be ready to go to bed. If you get up early and you plan your day, you'll be ready to go to bed. Trust me, you will be ready to lay that head down and shut those eyes and go to sleep. And there's nothing like getting up early. You have 24 hours in the day, right? And I sleep 6 to 7, usually 6 hours. That means 18 hours I have to work my butt off to reach my goals, to do whatever it takes to serve our students at Donato Karate Center, to serve my clients in the Life Mastery Program, to hold those that are on my one-on-one accountability program, to help serve the people that I'm working with, everyone, friends, everyone. Okay, I have 18 hours to do my best. And if you work that day the way you know you ought to, you will be ready to go to bed. So get to bed early so that you can get up early. Okay, and then another thing you want to master is master the ability to get out of that bed right away. Do not lay there. You get up. As soon as that alarm goes off, and it doesn't matter to me how you get up, just get up, get out, get into the bathroom, and then, which takes me to my next thing you need to master, create a morning routine. You get up early with a purpose, with a set plan of action, with a routine. As soon as I get up, I go right to my restroom, cold water on my face, I brush my teeth, I even wet my hair, get my whole face cold water, dry that off, and right away I get out of the bedroom and I get I go to the refrigerator, I get cold water. I use cold water, not lukewarm water. I want cold water because when I drink that water and I can feel the cold go into my body and it starts to awaken, and I can feel my energy start to awaken. I have the cold water on my face and on my head, and then I drink the cold water. That's part of my routine. And then I go right into my office where I have laid out the books, the things I'm gonna do in my routine. So it's important. So master this, you channel that Yoda in you. All right, you guys got that? They get that Yoda in you. All right, the next thing is that you want to get that beast mode focus. If this is something else you want to do, you add this, get that cold water on your face, get to that beast mode. And that's why I call it beast mode. I have the gorilla here with the red eyes, focus. I have a t-shirt that I created just like this, so I can be mindful of this beast mode that I want to be in. Cold water, drink that cold water. Morning wake up routine that I had. Now I do a workout in the morning. It's about 10 minutes. That's at 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. But the goal of this workout is to get the blood flowing, get the oxygen in my body. It's not a strength training workout. It's not a endurance training workout. It's not a stamina building workout. It's a wake up workout. Get the blood flowing, get the body moving kind of workout. Short and to the point. That's it. I have breathing exercise. I'm talking about if you want to get focused and get really in on this and get that routine happening, get into beast mode. Okay, get that breathing exercises happening. Research breathing. If you need any tips on what I do and or listen to, reach out to me. I can share that with you. Also, I get into mindful meditation with my breathing. Again, that's something if you want to prime that mind, okay, get into that focus mode, get that beast mode, get ready for your day. You get that breathing exercise, the morning workout. To wake up the body and get the meditation, the mindful meditation, being mindful of your goals and everything you want to accomplish, what you're thankful for, and what you need to accomplish, and why you're doing what you're doing. And then I read to build my mind, read to build my spirit, and then I do that. So you can add I don't know what you would add to this. Okay, so what would you add? Well, if you were Iron Man, okay, and you had this intelligence and you had all the money in the world, what would you add to getting up in the morning? What would you do? So what would you add to this list if you were this superhero? All right, so anyway, for me, important, you get up in the morning. Okay, master the ability to get up in the morning. Get up early. And that's what I have to share with you today. If you have any questions, anything to add to this conversation, to this chat, go for it. Other than that, guys, get up early, get after it, get the mind ready, get the body ready, get the spirit ready, get that heart ready, get that warrior spirit beast mode ready, get after it, get what you got to get done. And if you are a parent, lead the way. Do not be one of those parents that get up in the morning and draw, very groggy, and then trying to help your kids wake up when you're not even awake. I'm not. That's not me. I'm not that kind of parent. When my son gets up, right now my son has to get up in the morning, I am fully awake and 100% awake. And I remember when I was a kid, I had to get up. I went to my first year of high school. I was in the Bronx and I got accepted into Automotive High School. Now, Automotive High School was in Brooklyn, and that was about an hour and a half train ride. So I had, and it was almost 2 hours for me from the moment I left my home in the Bronx, South Bronx, and walked up to the train station, got onto the train, went all the way down to 14th Street, changed over to go to the other side of Manhattan, get on a train there to go into Brooklyn, almost like the last stop in Brooklyn, to get out of the train and then walk to my high school. It was almost 2 hours. And so it was crazy. And so I've been getting up early. You got to do that. The kids got to do that. You got to do whatever you got to do to get up in the morning. So beast mode. Get up early, master the art of getting up early. Okay, guys, so that's what I have for you. You guys have a great day. Talk to you soon. And talk to you later.